Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy Doomsday video, playing this very sweet list that I saw from Monkeys Can't Cry, which it means I finally succumb to Lurrus. This is a bit of a departure from what I've been used to playing, obviously. So it's bug colors, running main deck Unearth, which I'm pretty stoked about. Yeah, and this is just, I saw Monkeys Can't Cry posting in our Discord, the Doomsday Discord, that they had 5-0'd with this list, and I gave it a whirl, and it was really fun, and I had 2-3 and a 5-0, and so here we are. Let's try to be on the play. Yeah, this hand does a lot, right? This hand lets us duress. And then if the coast is clear, we can like Lurrus off of Dark Ritual and we have a bauble. So I think this is a definite keep. Our opponent did not choose to reveal a companion. So I guess the question is, do we fetch around Wasteland? I think we don't. Ah, come on. What's this? So there's a Wasteland. Oh no, what does this guy do? Exile target if it was land. Add mana, and if it was not, you gain life. Okay, so wow. This hand that they have here doesn't have any mana. Wow, crazy. So this card obviously deals with Lurrus, which would suck, but this card is also very dangerous. I think I'm gonna actually take the decay because we can unearth Lurrus. Sorry, not take the decay, take the Sylvan. I guess actually it would have behooved us to know what they were drawing, so we could have started out with a bauble. That would actually, that's a good lesson here. Where are they drawing? Punishing Fire. Okay, so they're not drawing into mana next turn. Okay, let's get Lurrus. Let's replay the bauble. And let's just pass and we'll see what they draw next turn. And they concede. Wow. Okay. Understandable, I guess. And we drew Doomsday. Okay, so this is lands. I guess I don't hate the spell bomb. I don't hate the decays because there's a world where they have like sphere resistance. Maybe seal of removal is good if they're on, which they would be, on Meridolage. Maybe it's Agrolome though, right? Maybe it's not lands. Do we want Veil of Summer? I think we want the basic forest. And yeah, maybe if it's Agrolome, then we kind of want stuff like Seal of Removal and Deadweight, maybe. Though Deadweight is not very good against like Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, what am I talking about? It is Agrolome. There was a Scavenging Ooze. So maybe even Massacre. So maybe Strix is not at its best here against Punishing Fire and stuff. We can cut up Petals as we brought in a land. Let's cut a Duress, cut a Therapy. Maybe cut a bauble and a preordain. What's our blue count at? So 4, 8, 11, 13, 14, 15, 19 with Thassa's Oracle. It's not a lot. Well, let's try. Always reveal. So if they have Chalice for 1 here, this hand is very embarrassing. But they mulligan a 6. I'm going to keep. They don't have the easiest time getting Chalice for 1 because they need both a Chalice, then they need a Mox Diamond. Both of which are 2, or sorry, 4 ofs. So it's not like with the Ancient Tomb decks that have like maybe 6 to 8 lands that make 2 mana on turn 1. As you can hear, I'm just talking my way into a Chalice on 1 here before I get the turn. How many baubles did I cut? Just 1, right? Yep. I'm also not sure about bringing in this one Spell Bomb. Reminds me I need to open up my spreadsheet here. Alright. They kept 6. Come on. No! No! Don't do it. Come on, Sylvan Library or Scavenging is just something. Chalice for 0. Okay. Don't have Chalice for 1. Thalia. Okay, sure. Whew. I mean, obviously it's not amazing, but that was good. So we have to hope they don't draw or have something awesome in their hand. That was that god thingy, right? And it's even indestructible. Okay. That's probably not great for us. So do we play out this seal? It means the seal is out because this here will beginning of your pre-combat main phase. We do kind of want to get rid of Thalia though. Maybe we're supposed to play it out and just leave it around. That's sort of signposts that it's coming, but they don't get to activate this, so we can play around it with Lurrus if we want to. So it's a land, they just get to add mana. They draw something good? No. I wonder what they drew. They might have drawn like Decay, I guess, which would make our Lurrus sad. I think we brainstorm here. Do we keep the force and hope to draw a blue card? Because force might end up being good for us. Yeah. Alright. So I guess now at the end of their turn, we can sack this if we want to, and then we can untap with access to all our mana. And we can cast Lurrus and then oh, that's bad. That sort of puts a halt to the whole Lurrus plan. Yeah. Didn't I just shuffle you away? God damn it. Wow, Caracas, what a draw. So where does this leave us? We just can't do anything with it. We can't destroy this guy, and he's just going to drain us for 2 every turn. I think we're sort of going nowhere fast in this game. Even if let's say we draw Doomsday. Doomsday, like, we'll be at 8 at very best. Well, Doomsday, we'll draw it to 4, and then they'll just kill us. 2 from her, and 1 from, or 2 from him. I guess we could then bounce her. Yeah, maybe that's what we're supposed to play for. I'm also not sure, maybe I'm supposed to, like, bounce her now, and then hope that they misplay and bounce her with their Caracas. Nah, that's far-fetched. I think I'm going to bounce her end of turn, just to have a full turn cycle. Oops, what's this? Now that's interesting. Wow, okay. That does seem like a bit of a punt, because now we get to decay Thalia. And yeah, we can bounce her, or we could just decay her, I guess. That's also a good draw. Let's go like this. And I mean, we could play Dark Writ and Lurrus, but then what? And nothing, right? So yeah, right now they are at like the Caracas is down, doesn't really matter. I So this said if it was a land, so they can, however we cut it, they can like, I think I'm gonna draw a card off of this while I have the mana for it. So we have 3 turns. Less probably. Another wasteland, sure. Yeah, let's brainstorm. Let's dump force and Thoughtseize, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess we don't need all those lands. We're not Thoughtseizing. That's for sure. I guess we're just stuck, right? So we fetch down to 5. We pass the turn. We are dealt 3. I think the only reasonable chance we have here is to draw something better. To draw a brainstorm that then shows us like, what did I do? No, I put back. Never mind. Then we're out. Yeah, because we go to 4, we get the turn, we fetch, go to 3, and then we go to 1. Yeah, no, so we are out. God damn it, that's just ridiculous. I meant to put back the island, and then I would fetch the island, and my plan was then to decay the chalice and hope to draw like brainstorm, and then for brainstorm to show me Doomsday and a way to draw a card. Anyways, it didn't happen. Let's go to the sideboard. Is there anything else we want here? Maybe we want duress on the play. Maybe we don't want seal of removal. Instead, probably a deadweight. Let's lose a predict. Now we're really cutting it short on the blue cards. So maybe, so wait, 4, 6, 10, 14, 17. Let's cut a force of will. It's not even that critical, and let's add a preordain. I think ideally you force of will 1 card, like 1 time in this matchup. Yeah, let's get the Lurrus. I don't know about this. 2 mystery cards, right? We have a way to defend ourselves. Yeah, let's keep it. And let's bobble ourselves as well. So if we can see that we're going to draw into a way to get green mana, then I'm more tempted to play Underground Sea as my first land. They mulligan to 6. Leyline of the Void, okay. That kind of shuts us off Lurrus. Dark Confidant, okay. And we are drawing dark red. So I guess that means let's play this. We got both. Well, not both, but the second card down was the Misty. Okay, what's this? Oh, it's one of those tri-lands. Cool. Is there any way we play out the Lurrus right now just to get beats on? Surely not, right? So they can't both play Dark Confidant next turn and Wasteland us. I don't think we do. I think we save the Dark Writ. It's like a question of one turn. Well, no, I guess not. 2 turns, right? Because we can't. Oh, Thalia. Let's Force of Will Thalia. If we brought in Seal of Primordial, we could have an answer for this. I guess let's play out the cat. The now just a 3/2 lifelinker. Just because I don't know what else I'm doing right now. I somehow don't see us getting away with this. Yep. Oh, okay. Still no Dark Confidant, huh? Sure. So we're going to decay Mr. Bob on the end of turn. It means fetching Trop. I guess no. No, we're going to fetch Trop. It just means, my point is that since we had our Bayou exiled, it means that we are not able to, like if we get Underground Sea wasted, we won't be able to get black mana right now. Really hope they don't have Veil of Summer in their hand. They didn't. Okay. Come on, Doomsday. Or Cantrip. Doomsday or Cantrip. Cantrip or Doomsday. Oops. Well, Brainstorm is good. Brainstorm is promising. So there is a world where we put back Edge of Autumn and predict it or something. We could even play Edge of Autumn to shuffle, but I really don't want to play Edge of Autumn or have it go into my graveyard anyway because it will be exiled and it's our only cycler. That might end up mattering. I guess I kind of want to put back Edge of Autumn and Brainstorm. Or, wait, how many Underground Seas are in the yard or in the exile? None. Actually, you know what? I want the Brainstorm too. Let's put back Brainstorm and then Underground Sea. And we'll predict the Underground Sea here. It's kind of a feel bad because it means we probably won't get to make our land drop, but I don't hate doing this. Do you have Pyroblast? We could play out Petal to play around Charles for 0. Night. Night means that the beats are on. Unless you draw, well, let's brainstorm first. There's a Doomsday. So this is likely to mean we just win. Let's put back Underground Sea and Decay, I guess. So our predict is gone, and I think I sideboarded out there. So let's just see if we're actually able to do this. So we put back Sea and Decay, then we Dark Ritual Doomsday. We play out the Delta. We make a pile that is, I guess, Preordain, Thassa, Underground Sea, blank blank, and hope they don't have like their last card in their hand isn't something nasty. I think that's what we do. Guess we also have a card draw stacked here. Let's not forget about that. If they have Mindbreak Trap, we're sort of cold to that, but I don't think there's any sense in playing around, or yeah, I don't think I can play around that. Okay. So actually, we do have Dress. Let's see how much mana we have. 1, 2, 3 mana. We need 2 of them to cast. We need 2 of them to cast. What's her face? The Oracle. So let's say we edge into Thassa. And then we sack the land. Then there are 3 lands in the yard. No, that in the deck. That's no good. 3 cards in the deck. I don't think there's a way we can get to Duress and cast Thassa. Let's say we edge into Brainstorm. Brainstorm into LED. So edge into Brainstorm, 4 cards left. Brainstorm, drawing LED, Preordain Thassa, put back Petal and Thassa, and the last card in the deck is Underground Sea. Could that work? No, we don't get to do anything with their hand. Never mind. I think I'm just going to go for it here, the way I had drawn it up. So we need a Preordain. We need Thassa. We need Underground Sea. Let's just put in Massacre, I guess. And what? Doomsday for the last card. So we edge into Preordain, cast Preordain, and we draw Thassa, we fetch, then there are 2 cards left, Massacre and Doomsday, yeah. And hope that's good enough. Underground Sea on the bottom. Doomsday and Massacre. Go like this. I guess sack this. Oh, that was dumb. Now we can never cast the Doomsday. Never mind. Let's top. Let's cast this. Let's fetch and hope it's good enough. Looks like it is. Sweet! Wow, got there by the seat of our pants. So that was aggro loam. Oh, I actually forgot about one. I had one match before that I didn't record. And that was Rug Delver, and I lost. Alright, let's go to round number 2. So yeah, maybe just touch a bit more on the deck here. It's really a treat playing with Unearth again. I played with this card back like 4 or 5 years ago when this deck was first a thing, where Stephen Meninian wrote the primer. I remember buying that, $5. It never really took off. It honestly didn't feel like it was where it needed to be, and it was in a format with Deathrite Shaman. I think basically Meninian came up with this deck concept right around the time when Deathrite Shaman was making its debut, or maybe just before, so 2012-ish. And it didn't play Lineside Diamond. It was sort of all in on making, like, it played like way more counter magic, and it was all in on making. It also didn't have Oracle, obviously. It had Labman, and I think Labman is probably the biggest reason why, or rather, let's look at it the other way around. I think Thassa's Oracle is the reason why it's possible now. Labman just had required too much. It wasn't the day of Sensei's Divining Top, though. Okay, let us mulligan, sadly, and let's keep. And what did they reveal? Lurrus as well. And they kept 7, I think. What do we bin here? Maybe the Force of Will, actually. It's Lurrus, so I'm not overly concerned about getting turn 1. Let's Thoughtseize them. Wow, okay, it's Lurrus and taxes. Jeez, what does all of this stuff do? This is a 2/2 for 1. This is a dude that becomes a planeswalker. This is, we know this guy, Mother and Revoker. So we can't really get around their protection stuff. So I guess players can't search libraries. And Doomsday says search for library. So it's either Revoker or Arbiter. I think we take the Arbiter. The Revoker is likely to name Mr. Spobble, I guess, which would be annoying, but, you know, manageable, I guess. Caracas. Into what? Mother or Giver? Or Kithion? Kithion the something of something. Sure. Okay, let's preordain here, and let us put both on top and draw the brainstorm, and we will predict the preordain next upkeep unless we get wastelanded. And here I think we take Phyrexian Revoker. Where do we take the 2/2? The beater? They didn't, like, they might not draw another land. Yeah, let's take that. Oh, what's it called? What's it? No, come on. Isamaru. Isamaru. This might be a bit of a punt, but and they had drawn the land, of course. Yep. Okay. Revoker. Sure. So what do you name here? Do you have the reed? Do you name LED, I guess? Or petal? Or do you name bauble? I would have to imagine it's one of those three. Alright, yeah. LED. Sure. Alright, let's get rid of that preordain. Not loving this, I have to say. Let's pass. So we drop to 11. If we were to Doomsday, then we would drop to 5. Switching off force. So we would have to force now. Did they have... No, right? I must have misclicked. They have Giver of Runes, Mother of Runes, and what, 2 cards we don't know? Ghost Quarter. Interesting. Well, not interesting, I guess makes sense. What is this? Oh, Lurrus? I think I am supposed to force yield Lurrus because that brings the beats pretty decently next turn. And I'm gonna pitch Ponder here because pitching Duress, getting rid of Duress with Brainstorm seems where I want to be at. This needs to be good. That wasn't good. I think we have to just mow through this. We can use the predict. So let's put back Dark Writ and Duress. Let us yeah. Let's cast these as well, but let us predict the Duress. Is there a world where we sack both of these? Let's see what they draw. One of those. And what happens when this guy flips? Is he just all badass? Up to 1 creature, opponent's ground attacks, blah blah blah. He becomes a 4/4 human soldier. So we can just swing for 4. But can't do it on the same turn, right? Because he flips on his combat turn. So they now we have to draw 2. We can't slow trip this. Let's scry ourselves. We have the fetch land. I don't think we want decay. I think it's too late for decay. Let's let's buy you. So Doomsday and a cantrip. There is the cantrip. There was not a Doomsday. What gives, man? So Arbiter and Ghost Quarterus here would be kind of nasty. Some other runes. And Giver of Runes. So, this is it. This draw step has to be good. We are 21 cards into our deck and have not seen the Doomsday yet, so it is not impossible. Or rather, it would be somewhat, you know, likely that we would have seen one by now. Our opponent is lost in thought here. Sure. Let's get, I guess let's get Basic Island. Seeing as they didn't have another Wasteland or Ghost Quarter this turn. Come on. Yes! How do you like that? So is this enough though? So we Dark Ritual. And then we Preordain. Oh, it's not enough, right? Because they have the stupid thing. Can we do it another way? So can we Dark Ritual and then Doomsday? We have 2 mana, so we Preordain. We have 1 mana and Bauble in hand, and we Dark Ritual. Sorry, we Brainstorm off the last mana. Let's. Well, I mean, we're dead next turn, so let's get this on. Okay, so let's say that we Preordain into Edge of Autumn. Or no, we Preordain into Brainstorm. We cast Brainstorm. 0 mana. We draw Petal, Thassa. We put back Bauble. Yeah, that's no good. God damn it. So we Preordain into Brainstorm. We draw a Brainstorm. We cast Brainstorm drawing. Let me just make sure. Yeah, old bugger. I don't think there's a way to do this. Sadly. It all hinged on that Lion's Eye Diamond. Can we Brainstorm into... So let's Brainstorm into Petal, Unearth, and Thassa and Thoughtseize? No, we can't. Is there a way we get to decay that bugger and then play LED? There is not. So this also, if Bauble also drew a card this turn, but it doesn't. How about Preordain into Edge into Brainstorm? There's just no way this works, right? Stupid thing. Preordain into Dark Ritual, cast Lurrus. Do nothing. Get Lurrus bounced, get killed. One more go around and then I'm just going to concede. Preordain into Brainstorm. Brainstorm into Lotus Petal, Thassa's Oracle, Lotus Petal. Put back Mishra's Bauble, Lotus Petal. We would need one more card in hand for that to work. Yeah, I'm going to concede. Scream at me if I actually had the win. Alright. Let's bring in the Massacre. Let's bring in some more Decays. Let's bring in the Snow-Covered Forest. Let's bring in the Deadweight. Let's bring in the Seal of Removal, maybe. Let us take out the Duress, the Therapy, possibly a Predict, possibly a Strix, possibly even two Strix. Am I overloading on removal here? Maybe bring out a Force. And let's bring out a couple of Preordain. Let's Preordain a Bauble. What's the blue count here? 11, 13, 14, 17, 18. But only 3 forces. That should that should work. Oh gosh, if I had taken that Revoker instead of that stupid Hound. Wow, what can you do? And I am just burning my clock, by the way. I've like spent almost twice what my opponent spent in time. Alright, something good. That's not good. We have to mulligan this. Yeah, let's keep this. Let's get rid of the Unearth, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to ponder here, because we could go turn 1 Doomsday, but we could also just go turn 2 Doomsday and win. The only way that they stop us, I think, is if they have Deafening Silence, which they could have that, or if they have like a stack interaction, like Mindbreak Trap. Okay. Yeah, how about we go for this Decay here and these lands. So let's draw up Misty and then Decay. That way, if they have Deafening Silence, we can answer it. Hound, okay. So I'm going to go for it here. I'm not going to play around Mindbreak Trap or Surgical Extraction. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Add 1 mana. Okay, so actually they can just do the whole thing here. Wow. Canonist. Okay. Canonist is a fly in our ointment. Canonist means we have to postpone what we had planned. Canonist means we might just lose. There's a basic swamp on top of our library that I'm going to fetch away, I think. Let's see what they do. Yep. Not Deafening Silence. Another Mother, maybe? Oh yeah, no, they wanted to cast something, but they couldn't because of Canonist. Alright, let's, I guess if we draw like a... If we draw like a petal, we could still go for it here, but no, we would need... We would need a card in hand, which we don't have. So we have to decay now because Mother will be live. Where is it? There. And we have to hope they don't have any more shenanigans like that. And let's bottom both of those. A Massacre would be nice right about now. What's this, Lurrus? Then they can replay the petal. Sure. Just don't have Deafening Silence. That's all I'm asking. Okay. Wonder why they didn't replay the petal. Alright, so unless they have Mindbreak Trap or Surgical, I think we win here. Okay, let's see. So how much mana do we have? We have 2 mana. So let's brainstorm into Edge, LED, Predict. This is the old classic pile. And so we can predict away the Preordain or the Doomsday, drawing for, I guess, Petal and Thassa. Yep. So let's put Petal on the bottom with Thassa, and let's just go like this. Uh-oh, they have just F6, so chance that they have Mindbreak Trap. Let's go like this. And we put Doomsday on top. Don't have Surgical, okay. Okay, sweet. I wonder how many people actually go through the exile zone when, like, after your opponent Doomsdays. I think, you know, you kind of want to do that. So, do we want back a Force of Will here, seeing as we're on the draw? And do we maybe not want a Baleful Strix? It seems a little bit fanciful to be getting that far into the game. So now we're on 4, 6, 10, 14, 18 blue cards, one of which is the Thassa's Oracle. So that's definitely, that is one thing I am disliking about this list a little bit, is the blue count. I think Doomsday was already, like the Esper version I was playing was already sort of a bit low, a bit on the low side, maybe like 19 or 20 in the main deck. Well, I guess we can't really complain about this hand. So they mulligan to 6, unless they go for the mulligan to 5. Wow, unless they go for Deafening Silence, I think we're just supposed to Doomsday here on turn 1. Wow, down to 4 cards. Sick. feel like I'm getting lucky here. That has to be kind of soul crushing. If they have deafening silence, no, they don't. Okay. Wow, this is even just like the straight up kill. So let's just see. So we Doomsday, we sack edge, crack LED, we draw predict. We have 4 cards in the deck. We predict a brainstorm. And we draw like Thassa and Petal. And we win with 1 card in our deck. That we could also win with Unearth, I guess. But that would open us up to Surgical. Is there a way we can play around Surgical? Because we can't play around Mindbreak Trap, I don't think so. So we Dark Ritual, Doomsday, Lines of Diamond, Edge into a Preordain 2 mana, into Brainstorm 1 mana. Then there are 3 cards. We draw those, and it's no, because we don't have any more cyclers. That's the issue. Yeah, let's just go for the first one I mentioned. So we edge into predict. We predict away a brainstorm, and we draw. Excuse me. We draw Thassa and a Petal, and I guess we make the last card. Let's make it a land, just because there's a world where they Mindbreak Trap the predict, and we will have sacked our hand and on the land we have in play. So let's just go through it. We edge into predict brainstorm, drawing Petal, Thassa. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, obviously they are going to save the Mindbreak Trap for the Thassa. But, you know, they have F6 anyway, so we should be fine here. We got the brainstorm. Your casual turn 1 kill. Awesome sauce. Sorry, that was crass. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can knock out this league. D&T. Win. April. Lurrus. We're not on the play. What gives? Yeah, this is a very keepable hand. Only me being on the companion train. I wonder what that means. Elves? Elves or Hogak maybe? I'm not sure if Hogak plays Green Sun Zenith. Probably doesn't. Wow. So This is not a turn 1 win because Ponder is not Brainstorm, but this is almost. Let's just go for it, right? And let's have them think they can wasteland us, maybe? I'm not sure they have wasteland, but wow, we're just drawing gas here. Okay, so we will draw whatever. What do we want to draw? Let's say we draw a petal. Let's say we predict away a Thassa, and that we draw Unearth and another petal. And I guess we can have Edge of Autumn in there. I guess we draw the Edge of Autumn, then we predict Thassa, drawing Unearth and petal, and we can edge into the second petal. I guess we don't really need to predict into that petal though. And what happens if we have our predict somehow discarded? I guess then the edge needs to be predict, right? So maybe we don't need 2 petals, right? Because let's say we just need the 1 petal. So let's say we put, so our top the first card is predict. We draw predict. We predict away Thassa, drawing Unearth and edge, and then we can edge. Yeah, that works. So let's make, I guess, petal the last card, then edge, then Thassa, then no, then Unearth, then Thassa, then predict. All right. Glimpse of Nature. I think I'm supposed to force this. That might have been incorrect. They might just vomit out like a lot of stuff, including, say, like a way to get. Okay. Ooze is a giant problem if they can get a mana. Oh, phew. Yikes, that could have gone wrong. Okay. I guess maybe not, seeing as we don't lose land, we can then... Yeah, actually will, because we will have to predict Thassa here. Staying true to the course. I was just saying we would have enough mana to actually play around the graveyard shenanigans. So Elvish Spirit Guide in hand would have gotten me there, which isn't even an elf. I guess that makes sense. It's a Spirit Guide. It's not a creature like that. Okay, so let's bring in the Deadweight. Let's bring in some... You want anything else here? Decay. Not really seeing what I'm doing here with the discard spells. Let's go like this. Let's try this out. Elves feels... I'm not sure. Like, I had one game against Elves in the previous league with this deck, and the dead weight was just brutal, together with Lurrus. This doesn't seem like a hand we want to keep. Yeah, this seems more like it. So what do we bin here? Maybe we have to bin the Doomsday. I think so. I think getting Lurrus with deadweight is just almost a win, and I want to force and pitch force, not pitch preordain, because preordain is our only sort of way to dig. Okay. Sure. I think we preordain first. I like the Dark Ritual to cast Lurrus next turn, as well as deadweight. So let's draw both of these. We just draw them like this, so we have double force if for some reason we need it. And I think this will kill them, unless they have like decay, which they could have boarded into for the Thassa's Oracle. They could also have Veil of Summer, I guess. Sure. We would force Veil. Okay, let's I guess get a Bayou. Let's cast deadweight on that guy. Let's cast Lurrus. We can't replay anything now, which really, you know, it sucks if they have decay. If they have counterable removal, then I don't mind. Okay. Don't have decay. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's preordain. And yeah, let's go like this. Dark Ritual and draw the predict. We can predict ourselves on our next upkeep. Let's replay the deadweight. Dark Writ. Another deadweight. Ooh, ball. Goody, goody, goody. They were drawing a Dryad Arbor. I guess they were fetching that out probably. It seems very hard to lose from here, I'd have to say. This is just filthy. Oh, and they don't fetch? Aw, they're gonna be sad. trying that arbor. Let's bobble what's on top. Fetch land. Wow, they're not drawing well. So we could Doomsday, but I don't see a reason to do that, to do so. Not when we can just be doing this. And let's scry ourselves here. Yeah, I'll take a brainstorm. So they need a way to get rid of our graveyard, and they need a way to like get a lot of elves into play. I wonder if they do have decay, and they're 60 right now. Green Suns for 1, sure. Well, that's fair. I guess we will just have to double deadweight them. I guess no, that doesn't work. Yeah, no, it should, that works. Yeah, that's fine. I do feel a little bit like if I was playing paper, I'm not sure I would be making eye contact with my opponent right now. I guess I should have played out the Strix. That would have been lethal. Let's play out Bauble. Let's swing in here. And if they want to fetch out Dryad Arbor. Okay, no, never mind. I guess actually there was a point where I attacked into 2 fetch lands if they had double Arbor. I don't know if maybe Elves doesn't run 3 Arbors. Because they could have traded, which would have been bad. Alright, cool. Alright. Wow, excellent start to this league. We have been blessed with 3 very, friendly matchups, I think. Assuming this version of Doomsday is not too different from my Esper in terms of metagame sort of positioning, then Agrolome, Death and Taxes, and Elves are probably some of the best matchups for the deck. So yeah, let's see how we fare against like Delver, I guess. As you can see right now, I have faced Delver 3 times with this list. I have lost twice and won once. So that is also very much in line with my 30 or so % win record against Delver with Esper, but I'm hoping once I get some more reps in that a better win rate will sort of materialize with this Lurrus abomination. It does feel very... I feel... I'm not even going to say conflicted. It feels a little bit annoying. Like, playing Legacy right now, it feels like the deck that I'm playing is... Like, I want to get back to, like, really fidgeting with the details of the Esper list, or even a bug list, but, like, the non-Lurrus, the non-companion version of the deck. And right now it just feels like the format is in flux, and it's just a question of time before the companions are either all of them banned, or at least Lurrus is. I do feel like I have no, my opinion here has no significant sway. I don't think so. Just take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I have no credentials to really you know, to have an opinion on it, but it just feels like maybe the best thing would be to nip it in the bud and then just sort of throw away the the mechanic altogether in older formats, because if they want to get back to like making companions at another point, then what's to stop them from making some more broken stuff, right? Like if they just ban Lurrus, then next set we're gonna keep this. The next set will have like whatever, another companion that says, you know, wow, mulligan to 4. What is this? Dredge? This is Arrogant Landon, notorious Reanimator player. Hope it's not Reanimator. Oh, it could be. My deck is not sort of set up to beat Reanimator. Okay, that looks like it is Reanimator. Wow, the perfect 4. Okay, well, we can't really do anything about this. It wasn't even Reanimate, so they get to draw 14. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to let them discard us and see what we're on. They might just be looking at MTG Goldfish, and the only deck list I'm on is Doomsday, I think, so. Wow, it's not even Reanimator, it's Tin Fins? Or maybe Reanimator just runs this now. Well, we had a good opening hand, but not on the play. Oh, not on the draw, I guess. I'm gonna concede once they throw a discard spell at me. But I would like to know if it's actual Tin Fins with like Emrakul or Tendrils as a secondary win con, or if it's like a just quote unquote Black Red Reanimator. Because so far all I have seen is Children. And plus you get to see how cool this combo is. So Children of Corliss says you can sacrifice it to gain life equal to the life you've lost this turn, and with Crystalbrand that quickly means sort of drawing your entire deck. Okay. Crystalbrand was... yeah, let's just concede. Okay, well, this does not bode too well for us, because we only have 2 Nihil spell bombs. Do we want the Veil package? Do we want like Seal of Removal? If this was regular Reanimator, I would probably bring in the Seal. But if it is like Tin Fins, then... So hang on, they had Animate Dead. I think regular Tin Fins runs like Shallow Grave and Vengeance of whatever it's called, and not like the regular Reanimator package. So maybe they do have just regular stuff. Probably Decay can go. Probably Strix. At least one Strix. Guess we can dump a Petal. We could dump a Bauble. Maybe 3 Veil is too much. I'm not sure. Yikes. I don't like our odds of beating this having lost game 1. We'll lose Predict. Maybe Baleful Strix is just too terrible. So where did that leave us with blue? 4, 6, 18, I guess. Okay, let's choose to be on the play. Let's choose to reveal Lurrus. Can we keep this? Do we want to keep this? The Thassa's Oracle is kind of bad here. It has turn 1 do something, right? Yeah, let's keep. I hope we don't get Chancellored. Wow, reeling from getting like killed on a multi-4 turn 1. That's sick. So what do they have? So they basically have Entomb and some reanimate spells and unmask. So the card to take here is Entomb, but if they then draw a fatty, they can unmask themselves. But still, Entomb is the card to take. If we take anything other than Entomb, the next turn they can go Entomb, and then imprint Chrome Mox with unmask, and then like we could take Reanimate, but that would only buy us potentially a turn. So let's take Entomb, let's cast Petal, and let's hope we don't die. There's a swamp. So if they unmask us, I think we're just going to let that happen. Of course, there is a world where they then take Thassa's Oracle and reanimate it. And that means then that Thassa's Oracle is not in our deck for a Doomsday pile, but we do have Seal of Removal, so it's not impossible for us to win with Doomsday. So I think I'm going to let them do that if they want to get cute with that stuff. And they bin reanimate, so their hand is Animate Dead, Badlands, Chrome Mox, and an Unknown. What do you take here? Probably the Doomsday? I think I would take the Doomsday if I were them. Brainstorm, okay. Interesting. It leaves us with the Thassa stranded in hand. I think we Doomsday here, honestly. I think we Doomsday. And so I think we have to put in Unearth just in case they discard the Thassa. If I'm them, probably don't have Unearth on the radar, and I'm really hoping to draw a discard spell and get me like this, right? So we want Unearth. Let's say we want Predict. And let's say that we predict away a Seal of Removal, and we draw Unearth, and how much mana? Yeah, and a Petal. Or I guess we could even draw like Lion's Eye Diamond and Edge of Autumn, and we draw Unearth with the Edge. So let's say nothing bad happens to us. We draw Predict, we cast it, we predict away Seal of Removal, drawing Edge, and LED we Edge into Unearth, binning the Thassa. So yeah, let's go like that. So let's put Unearth on the bottom, LED, Edge, Seal, Predict. And the reason I'm putting Seal in is just in case something nasty happens where they like get a Chancellor of the Annex into play next turn. Or I guess, yeah. Ah, oh, unbelievable. So now they just get to kill us with Gristlebrand. So we can hope that they don't go infinite. And that they think that taking Thassa here is good enough, like discarding Thassa. We've lost. Because I can't imagine a world where they don't, like, get another nasty creature into play. Okay, children. So let's just have them play it through here. I'd kind of like to see what their win con is. Like, if they do have, like, I'm guessing they don't have Shallow Grave and stuff for Emrakul, so maybe they have, like, Tendrils. So, like, Iona would name blue, I think. And that shuts us off. Okay, they had the Tendrils. Alright. Boom. Got smoked by Reanimator. I'm not going to call it Tinfins, because to me Tinfins is the deck with Shallow Grave. I'm just going to call it Black-Red Reanimator, because that is the Reanimator. Because that is sort of what I expect to run into when I'm thinking about Reanimator, and yeah. So if I get more Reanimator matchups, I expect it to be more traditional black-red, and if in that case, I kind of want them all lumped together when I sort in this column here. All right, let's see if we can finish strong on 4-1, or if it's like the old sort of lukewarm 3-2 finish. All right. I would imagine they have a companion as well, seeing as nothing is happening right now. That usually means people are busy clicking on their companion. And they are also on Lurrus. I think we keep this. The LED is a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a dud in the opening hand, but that's fine. So maybe the mirror match or storm. And I guess they multi-6. Oh, or Death and Taxus, right? Okay. Wow. That is not so nice for us. So let's go like this. Revoker. Okay. Let's hope they don't have Ghost Quarter or Wasteland, but there's a good chance they do. We need them. I maybe should have played the fetch. It won't really matter. Yeah. It's too bad. Oh, what's this? Aven Mind Center, maybe? Lurrus. Sure. Right, okay. So now we're gonna dump a petal and a fetch land here. And we're gonna pay to fetch. But then we're gonna get Bayou wasted. We won't have Petal. Yeah. Yikes. It's not looking good for our hero. So let's pay for that one. I guess let's get Underground Sea. Hope they don't have more wastelands. Bottom that, bottom that. That was a decent draw. Means we can fetch next time as well. Sure. Ah, no, I was supposed to edge. Ah, that was so bad. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Yeah, so that was pretty terrible by me. The problem also is with Doomsday, we need to pay. Thalia coming down next turn. Okay, I think we can just about wrap this up. Dark Ritual is good, but Thalia is better. Imagine if I had edged, I would have drawn the Dark Ritual last turn. So we get 8 to the face, we're at 4, and we can cast Doomsday. Is there any reason to keep playing? Yeah, we'll see. So they discard the Revoker. We take that many. So next turn they can swing with 3 in the air, tapping Thalia. We block here, gain 3, lose 3. Yeah, I guess we're not actually dead yet. So let's try and we'll go to 3, we'll take 2, go to 1, so Doomsday is off the table. If I fetch, Doomsday is off the table, right? Oh, never mind. I'll need to pay 1 to even cast Bauble, so I'll need to fetch. Yeah, let's just play it out. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, well played, Martin. All right, on to the next game. We get to bring in some stuff here. Let's bring in that. Let's bring in these. Maybe that. Let's board out a Petal. Does Strix work? Maybe. Let's board out Therapy, board out Duress. Maybe board out a Force, board out a Preordain, board out a Predict. Maybe lose 1 Strix. Alright. I would like to be on the play. No lands. Some good cards though. Yeah, I guess so. Let's keep this. Let's bottom the LED. And they mulligan to 6 as well, looks like. Let's go like this. Let's bobble them. Revoker. Let's cast Preordain instead. Let's bottom the Lion's Head Diamond and draw the Dark Writ, because I'd actually would kind of like to get Lurrus into play. So we get Lurrus into play. Guess not. We could both Seal of Removal next turn. Oh, Caracas, never mind. Yeah. I'm not gonna force a Will of the Mother of Runes, but it's kind of not where we want to be at. But this is where we want to be at. Alright. So we draw Doomsday next turn, we Dark Ritual Doomsday. Leonine Arbiter. We can't really handle you. Let's go like this. The Seal of Removal is effectively dead with Mother of Runes in play. This, you need a legendary creature Planeswalker. Okay. So this should seal the deal. At least I think so, right? So we can Dark Ritual Doomsday. We draw Edge into Brainstorm. We cast Brainstorm. I guess once again, I kind of don't think we win that way, right? So what can we do? So we cast Brainstorm. We have one card to put back, and it's Force of Will, so we can get 2 into our hand. We could get Lion's Eye Diamond, but we don't want Lion's Eye Diamond. Tell you what we can do. We can cast Dark Writ here, Doomsday, and then we can put a blue card for Force on top, and we can edge into that once they take our Underground Sea, and then kind of go from there. I think that's probably fine. So let's say we edge into Brainstorm, and we draw another Brainstorm, and then we cast, I guess that's not gonna do it. I guess having a second cycler would be kind of neat here. They don't even have a plains, right? No, so we can't even go for Massacre. I guess we could just go for, so Brainstorm into Brainstorm, then cast Brainstorm, drawing like so I suppose there's a world where we don't have to Force of Will anything. And if that was the case, we could cast Brainstorm. It's like we edge into Brainstorm once they kill our land. And then we draw a second Brainstorm. Our hand is Brainstorm, Brainstorm, Force. We have 1 mana. We cast Brainstorm, drawing LED, Petal, or I guess LED, sorry, Petal, Predict. No, that's no good. I think like I'm overthinking this. So brainstorm. We need Thassa. We might want Unearth, but probably not. We probably want like Second Island. Maybe Petal. So let's say that we don't have to force anything. We could just draw. We'll have 2 brainstorms in hand, and we can draw Thassa. Yeah, I guess like that. Let's try this. This is super loose, right? Because they have Ghost Quarter. I could easily just, lost the match here, but let's see how we go. So maybe like Petal, land, Thassa, brainstorm. I'm already having severe second thoughts about this. Thalia. How much do we care about Thalia? So Thalia makes her brainstorm cost 2. Which means not that much, I guess. So I think we cycle here and force Thalia. Or do we already brainstorm now? So we brainstorm, we draw brainstorm, we force. Is it the same deal? Actually, let's brainstorm. I guess go like this. Actually, no, right? We can just let it resolve now. We died a plow. Oh, we died a plow. We died a plow. And they would have plow, right? Because they've seen Lurrus. So maybe we were supposed to wait then. So how many turns is this? We'll have 3 cards in the library, get the turn, draw 2, pass, they attack for 2, they attack for 3, so we're down to 5, we draw, we have 1 card left. That should be fine. We just have to fade them having, I worry they have the plow here. So let's go like this. And let's just have it resolve and hope they don't also, that they're not able to play a second thing here. Oh, there they are. So I guess okay, lines item, that's fine. Do they attack with mom? They don't. Okay. So I guess we have to just have them. We won't be able to play around plow anyways, as it turns out, right? If they leave open white mana, I guess they don't. What's this? Lands on the battlefield. And lands on the battlefield and land. I don't think I'm even supposed to force this. Instead, like if they don't have another white source, then I think we're just happy here. know. Don't quite know how I got to win this game, but I did. So let's hope that the final match can get us to where we want to go. Come on, one more pass. I think we probably don't want the two Thoughtseizes here, because this deck plays like Lotus Petals, so we're not even like against traditional pre-companion Death and Taxes. You would feel sure that they couldn't do anything on turn one, like anything meaningful against you as a combo deck, other than maybe the odd Deafening Silence or whatever. But with things being how they are now, it's like no, they can just go land, Petal, Thalia, right? So I think Force of Will is more valuable, especially on the draw. All right, let's see if we can do something here. Yeah, I can see this. They mulligan to 6. They keep, right? I think. All right. Arbiter, sure. Note to self, don't play into Arbiter. Right. Let's bobble. Ghost Quarter. Okay. Let's hope they don't have like second Arbiter. Let's really hope they don't have second Arbiter. And let's hope we can, like, if we draw like Dark Ritual, Seal of Cleansing, sure. What are they destroying? I'm not even going to comment on this. Jesus. All right. All right. Well, that shuts off both of our Lurrus, I guess. I'm gonna fetch duels here because they have the Ghost Quarter. Why don't I just draw more lands here? Yeah, of course. All right, well. Ghost Quarter. So what, Lurrus? Sure. So I think I probably just suppose I could Massacre here and then play my own Lurrus, or I could just Massacre and play Doomsday. Probably the Doomsday play is just fine. And we can save the Massacre actually, in case they drop like a Revoker or a Thalia. Okay, so let's draw predict. Tell you what, actually, they're gonna. There is a world where they go like Ghost Quarter, and then the last card in their hand is also Ghost Quarter or Wasteland, where they draw that. So maybe this was a bit too sort of frivolously done, but in either case, the Ghost Quarter lets me fetch, but that means like we could put a like a basic island in the pile, but it means that it means predict gets like really bad. So let's say we. So what's the worst thing that can happen? I think we need to put an island in here just because they could like get to a point where they mess us up with Ghost Quarter and whatever Wastelands, and we get to just naturally draw the Thassa. We have the nice insurance policy here in the Massacre. So let's say we draw predict, and we predict away a petal, drawing LED and edge. But that's 5 cards. So maybe we can't really get petal into this pile. So it needs to be Thassa. So let's say we draw predict, we predict away the snow-covered island, we draw edge and LED, and then Thassa. Yeah. Hopefully this works. So Thassa on the bottom, right? And then LED and edge, and then go like this. And so if they go like Ghost Quarter us, we won't search. But then if they go like Wasteland, we'll be kind of screwed. And then if they go double Ghost Quarter, then the second one we will search out and then just not predict. Sure. Nope. Come on, no Wasteland. Thalia here would be annoying. Any other creature than Thalia we can handle with Massacre. We can handle Thalia obviously, but that means predict is off the table. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we can cast this, because why not? Snow-covered island. Just don't have Mindbreak Trap. Sweet. All right, they conceded, and we got there. So 4-1. That's good. We beat what I would sort of expect, or at least be hopeful of us beating. And we lost to Reanimator, which is we're not really very well set up to beat Reanimator. We have to admit, right? With these two being our only sort of graveyard hate, so I think secretly Reanimator is probably pretty well positioned right now, just because I don't think people are really stocking up on the graveyard hate, which is funny, right? Because Lurrus, right? But that's because everyone else. That's because people are playing Lurrus, so only the non-Lurrus decks really are playing Rest in Peace, and even like Surgical Extraction has been replaced by these, because they can be recurred by Lurrus, so, you know, for the greed kind of thing. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope it was fun, if albeit a bit rambling. So 4-1, that's pretty cool. yeah, and I'll be back at some point with some more videos. Bye bye.